Improving digital product sales with a funnel. Once you have your first digital product under your belt, or maybe your first few, and enjoyed the first profits from the original launch of what you've created, it's time to think about a long-term income strategy. You want to continue to produce and sell more and more digital products, and the best way to do that is to create a funnel. The basic idea of a product funnel is to draw people in with a free or low-cost product and then continually upsell them to more and more expensive and involved products that go into more detail about what they need to know, become more complex, and give them more and more hands-on, advanced training. You don't just want to see one little ebook about the basics. Instead, you want to be able to sell this same customer multiple products in a variety of formats and price ranges. The hardest part of marketing digital products is finding your customers. Once you've made that first sale with someone and you've gained their trust, it becomes much easier to sell them other products. That's why product funnels are so important. Marketing to people who know and love what you do is much easier and a lot more fun than going out there and trying to convert cold leads. Get out a piece of paper and start planning out your own product funnel. Start with a lead magnet and a low-cost intro product. From there, come up with a list of other products you want to create going forward. A fully fleshed out product funnel isn't something you'll have in place overnight. It's a work in progress and something you'll continue to build and expand over the coming months and years. As you work more closely with your target audience and get to know them better, you'll be able to fine-tune this funnel and create the products they want and need. You don't even have to stop there. Once your basic digital product funnel is in place, circle back and look at it from a different angle. What other lead magnets and introductory products can you create that will feed more people into your product funnel? With each one of those you create, you'll be able to increase subscribers, customers, and of course sales across the board. Since the rest of the funnel will be in place at this point, you're multiplying your income potential each time you add another piece to the puzzle. That gives you the leverage you need to build a thriving business that will continue to grow. How to launch a digital product. Having a digital product that sells well and makes you money is about more than creating a rocking information product. Yes, you need a good product on a topic that your audience is interested in, but that's just the starting point. No one will buy said product when it's finished unless you can launch and market it. All too often I see people create information products, put them up for sale, and then sit back and wait for sales to come in. Sadly, that's not the case. You have to properly launch and market your product to give it a chance of becoming a bestseller. In fact, only 20% of your overall time and effort should be dedicated to product creation. The remaining 80% are all about marketing and promotion. In other words, you have to launch your product, so people start to notice and buy. Start by creating some buzz while you're working on putting the digital product itself together. Let your audience know what you're working on and what it can do for them. Get people interested, get them curious, and encourage them to let other people know what you're doing and what's coming. Next comes the big launch itself. As soon as you have your product up for sale and you've tested the sales process to make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, it's time to let the world know about it. In this context, the world is your potential target audience. Email your list about the offer. Don't stop at just one email. Craft an entire series of emails for the coming weeks. Post about it on social media. Link to it from related content on your blog. Write a few new posts that highlight some of the benefits of your product, or point out the problems it solves. Go out there and reach as many people as possible about what you have to offer, starting with your own sphere of influence. While the big launch will get you quite a few sales in the beginning, your work isn't quite done yet. Going forward, you want to continue to promote and market your product. Email your list about it regularly. link to it from new blog posts that you write where it fits. If you have an affiliate program in place, remind affiliates to continue to recommend the product to their audience. As you come out with other products or even lead magnets, recommend the original product within the content and on the download page. In other words, keep spreading the word about what you've created, and you will continue making sales for months and years to come. How to come up with info product ideas that sell. Creating and selling digital information products is a great way to add a steady revenue stream to your business. They are inexpensive to make, and there's no inventory to store or keep track of. The only problem is that it takes a good bit of time and effort to create them in the first place. Often your largest time and resource commitment is the initial product creation. It should come as no surprise then that the most important part of the product creation process is coming up with an idea that will sell. While there is no guarantee that you'll come up with a bestseller every single time, there are some things you can do to hedge your bets. Focus on problems and solutions. Most of the best-selling information products help us solve a problem. This could be how to get the baby to sleep through the night, how to cook dinner in 30 minutes or less, or how to drive traffic with inexpensive Facebook ads. In each of these cases, there's a problem and the digital product offers the solution. Think about your target audience and the problems and challenges they face. How can you help them solve that problem? The more urgent or painful the problem, the easier it will be to sell the finished product. Look at what those around you are doing. There's no need to reinvent the wheel, and there's nothing wrong with spying on the competition to come up with ideas. Piggyback on their efforts, or come up with a better version of what they have to offer. Test before you create. There are a few different ways to test a product idea out before you sit down to create it. The first and easiest method is to find a similar product to what you are considering developing and promote it as an affiliate. If it sells well, you can come up with your version, with a twist on what you've already shared with them. Another idea is to pre-sell your product before you create it. With this, you come up with the general idea and flesh it out just enough to grab your potential customer's attention. Set up a sales page and a buy button, letting them know that they will be able to look over your shoulder while you create the product, or at the very least let them know of the delivery date. You could even create the first chapter or part, so they have something to download immediately upon purchase. If you make enough sales, you create the rest of the content. If you don't, you refund the money you've made and move on to something else. No matter what you do, be sure to do your due diligence before you invest the time and energy to create your digital products.